You guys ever see those Garfield without the Garfield comic strips? Where they just show the guy awkwardly sitting there talking to himself or looking really depressed? With gems such as, I always try my best. Pause. Then I fail. Or the simple times change with completely uneventful panels that follow. I love these because they completely change the message of the initial media, and it's just interesting to look at. You can find these and loads like it online with a quick Google search if you're bored and you want to check them out. Now, the real question here, why did I bother? Why did I bother bringing this up in the first place? I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm unstructured. This is my channel. Hello. Hi. My name is Side Effects May Include, or Stina, if you want to get friendly. Today's topic is going to be about cartoons, specifically my love for cartoons, and my personal growth as an artist over the years. So let's just jump into some of my old art and compare my shitty shit to shitty shit old drawings to what I'm doing now, which is only moderate shitty shit. So here we go. So our first exhibit was back in 2009, and just wow. Seriously, wow. There are so many things wrong with this trash, and I'm amazed I ever drew it. Main issue is that this is a scanned drawing that I did not go over the line work of. I just colored in very poorly over my pencil drawing and paint, and I thought it was the shit. I generally like to offer my drawings some kind of backstory. I don't write it out. I just kind of keep it to myself to give the characters some depth. And to me, these characters were the most fucking epic guys ever. Other notes, I didn't draw any hands. Their faces are warped and the girl's mouth is non-existent. So rad. Clearly you can see my skill back then. This next one is bad, but I honestly don't think I could do much better today. I went through a phase where all I drew were dragons because fuck yeah, dragons are awesome. But I pretty much just straight draw cartoon guys and girls now. I'm not much into the animal thing at all. So no idea what a dragon I would make today would actually be. But back then, this dragon, I was very proud of this creation. There's a lot of problems in it, though, from the warped drawn scales to the poor anatomy, the shaping. It's really not my best moment, but I'm not an animal, artist. I'm really not. Do I have lots of room to improve? I certainly do. But, yeah, this was my top skill back then. And again, it's just a scanned sketch with a couple little extra colors in it. I had not learned how to, digital art. And honestly, I mean, a lot of people do the drawing tablet thing where they draw with the drawing tablet straight into the program. And I have programs. I have Photoshop and MS Paint and all kinds. I have all kinds of shit I jump between. But I'm gonna be real. I still like to draw out my drawings by hand. I still do the sketch thing that I did back when I did this one. I just do it very differently now. I just give it a really rough sketch and then I immediately scan it and then go over it in the computer. I don't even really create finished art that's not in the computer. I have a bunch of random sketch baselines that I grow off of. Which you can see in this picture in the background here. This is kind of what I'm doing for this, just tracing over my old shit and then making this thing. Alright, now we move on to my doll people phase, where I began experimenting with a style involving people with huge heads and very, very tiny bodies. This one is a sketch with tons and tons of errors. The eyes are way too off, and what the hell is that shirt she's wearing? There's this huge gap over there. I don't really know what the hell that is. I feel as a kid, I just wanted to draw anime, and then after experimenting with that style and those stupid, how to draw anime books for a while, I eventually mixed them into the style you'll see me using now, which is more cartoony. And in this phase, I was still trying to figure out how I wanted to draw, and I tried this thing out for a little bit, and like I probably could have made something cool with this if I continued to practice this style, but I abandoned this whole thing. You won't see me draw like this anymore. Next up is a drawing I made for a friend I went to school with, and as you can see by the head size and the eye shape, I was still going with this big head cartoon doll-like style. At this point, I was messing around with the ideas of digital art more and more, but I was still really bad at it, and I had no idea like what layers were, so I would like color the entire picture in one layer. And I would keep the original line work in it, like from the pencil drawing from the scanned image. Like I wouldn't like trace the whole drawing. I was an idiot back then. I don't know what I was thinking. And the color job here is bad. I don't have any like depth or anything, and I'm not like crazy into shading and layering colors and stuff. I'm no color master in the digital world. I have so much still to learn, but I like to say I do better than this now. So this thing took me a long time to make, and at the time I thought this was the shit. I was proud and confident in this thing. The idea was cool, I guess, but the execution was terrible. My colors were bad. The rainbow background is just weird. I was trying for this more realistic thing. I had some friends who were doing realistic stuff, and my art teacher at the time really wanted me to like branch out from my style, so I was trying something different, and this was it. This was the different baby. So as you can see, I really like drawing zombies. This character here is really where I started like using the style I do now, which is more or less this kind of thing. Big bold eyes, large head, medium build. That's pretty much my go-to. At this point, I still had no idea what layering was at all, so the line work in this pencil like drawing that you see was actually still the scanned image. Like it was my pencil, then I scanned it, and all the line work is the same from my drawing. I just lowered the opacity and like colored over the scanned image, which was stupid. I probably could have made this way better if I like tried. That's how noob artist Stina used to roll, guys. This was like how I was trying to do it. I was also completely self-taught. I had nobody really to go to for this kind of thing. Like nobody in my family liked this kind of stuff, so I was just fucking around trying to figure the shit out. Here we have some lovely Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared notepad fan art I made. This one is drawn in a similar fashion to the old doll people I used to draw, and I think this is the very last time I made anything like this. I was starting to get a bit better at digital work, but like 100% still a baby newbie at knowing what the hell I was doing. But damn, I was persistent. I was very persistent in learning, so I kept practicing, which is the best advice I can give. Keep practicing. So here you can see I've made an actual digital art piece with thick black lines, which is personally how I like to do it. I continued to experiment with various programs until... BAM! Okay, kiddos, here we go. This is the type of stuff you'll see me create today. I love the bold black lines and the photorealistic backgrounds. Sometimes I make my own backgrounds like from scratch where like I just like paint and try to create one like this one here. And sometimes my art tells sort of like an unwritten story, like these ones here where like it's kind of like a comic thing, but it's not. I do make my own webcomics too. I have 2 series that I work on that are available for free on DeviantArt or Facebook. I can link those below if you guys care. Now you might look at some of my shit and say that's not proportional, and yet it's totally true. I am not an expert artist. I'm a hobbyist, and I do commissions sometimes. That's kind of like how I go. But I really like when my art looks a bit off. Like this character, for example, her eyes are 2 different sizes, but I completely did it on purpose. I wasn't like, yes, I'm going to create something that's going to be a realistic version of a person. At the end of the day, your art style is who you are. It's great to take inspiration from others, but don't try to create an exact copy of someone else's style. Do something so that when people see it, they know it's you. Like, you know, most successful and amazing artists say they never stop learning and changing. The same rules pretty much apply to everyone. My style, I kind of just took like my love for anime, my love for American cartoons, and just smashed it into the kind of stuff that I make now. And I like it, but I got a lot of room to grow. Like, I'm always learning new stuff. I'm probably going to keep improving and getting better. I don't plan on stopping making art anytime soon. But again, it's a hobby thing. I don't do it all the time. I don't do it every single day. It comes in waves of inspiration. Like, for like 2 months, I'll be like, I need to play video games nonstop. I'm very into video games. This is what I gotta do. I gotta play crazy Overwatch or whatever. And then I'm super invested. And then all of a sudden, I'm completely not interested and I want to do something else. I'll be like very into sewing because I sew some stuff, or I'll be really into like making some art, and I'll have 2 months of like straight art making shit, and that's fun. But so it comes in its waves whenever I'm feeling it. But yeah, some people have asked me advice about my art, and that's what I'd have to say, at least from my personal experience. Anyway, guys, thank you for taking this art journey with me. If you like my content, leave a like, throw me a sub, because I am hungry, and join the Scripps Army, numbing the pain with constant killer content, and I hope to see you next time. I hope you'll join my little corner of the internet, my little community, because I care about you guys. I make this stuff for you, not to fill some void in myself. That's probably why, but we're not gonna tell anybody about that. So, come back, please. I want to see you. I want to party. I'll see you next time. Bring pizza. Love you guys.
I said I got this, I'm in it. I'm hella filthy, so I got this, I'm winning. I'm not a quitter, so I'm not fucking quitting. Just try to stop me and you'll drop dead missing. I'm on my way to the top now, listen.